While college students will start heading home soon for the Thanksgiving break, the SUNY system is saying not so fast. That is until you take a COVID test and show that you are negative. In an effort to prevent students from possibly spreading the virus to their parents, SUNY students will have to test negative before leaving campus. SUNY Broome says it was a decision made with all SUNY school support and says that it is very important to test the students.
Understand that we're trying to keep our students safe. Not only are we keeping our students safe, but we're also keeping the community safe. But you can't, people don't like to be inconvenienced. And keeping family members safe is, just a smidgen of an inconvenience when somebody is still alive.
SUNY Broome adds that while testing is mandatory for all students, they hope that those who live off campus will abide by the honor system. They say those who live on campus will be more regulated to take the test. SUNY Broome adds that all students will have to be tested before returning to campus. Unsettling coronavirus numbers on this Halloween weekend. With more than 9 million confirmed COVID-19 cases, the United States has now broken a global daily new case record. And experts fear it will only get worse in the U.S. with the flu season upon us. Britt Conway has more as the presidential candidates make their final push before Tuesday's election.
Cases have now surpassed 9 million, breaking a global daily record.
We now have one person being diagnosed of coronavirus every second. We have one American dying of coronavirus every 2 minutes, and that number is increasing.
The latest numbers from Johns Hopkins University also show the country has reported more than 230,000 COVID-19 deaths so far. According to the COVID Tracking Project on Friday, 14 states reported record-high COVID-19 hospitalizations. Health experts and lawmakers urging people to be cautious this Halloween.
That means reminding everybody not to have parties in your home, to make sure that you're keeping your bubble small, your nuclear family if you can.
Meanwhile, presidential candidates making their final push on the campaign trail. Joe Biden acknowledges the escalating spread as President Donald Trump baselessly claims doctors are inflating COVID death counts for money.
Our doctors are very smart people. So what they do is they say, I'm sorry, but everybody dies of COVID.
9 million new cases nationwide. Another tragic milestone. Millions of people out of work, on the edge.
And yet another scary development. A person in California has tested positive for both COVID-19 and the flu at the same time. I'm Britt Conway reporting.
The financial model is predicting 399,000 total COVID deaths in the U.S. by February 1st. As the United States Kingdom passes 1 million COVID-19 cases, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has announced the country will enter a new period of lockdown. Under the new restrictions, bars and restaurants can only offer takeout, and non-essential shops must once again close their doors. There will be only a short list of activities people will be allowed to leave home for, including exercise. Things like haircuts once again must be put on hold. But unlike the UK's first lockdown, schools, construction sites, and manufacturing businesses can stay open.
Futures even more than it has already, and I urge parents to continue taking their children to school, and I'm extremely grateful to teachers across the country for their dedication in enabling schools to remain open.
Last from November 5th through December 2nd. Now, in other health news, smokers are 3 times more likely to die prematurely from cardiovascular disease. According to a new study in the Journal of the American Heart Association, the risk is higher for smokers who start young. About 25 million people in the U.S. smoke. 5 million pick up the habit before the age of 15. Hospital floors may be spreading antibiotic-resistant bacteria to patients. That's according to a new study that finds contamination often starts on floors, then moves to patient socks, bedding, and nearby surfaces. Researchers say spread can be reduced with more frequent floor cleaning and disinfection. And new research shows microdroplets retards aren't very effective at spreading coronavirus. Physicists at the University of Amsterdam found that while lingering microdroplets are not risk-free, they contain less virus than larger droplets produced when someone coughs, speaks, or sneezes. Researchers say ventilation is important, along with mask wearing, social distancing, and hand hygiene. Chobani will be raising their minimum wage to $15. That's more than double the federal minimum wage. The new Berlin-based company says because of the increase, the average hourly rate for employees will be approximately $19 an hour. The move comes as many Americans are financially struggling during the pandemic. Chobani says 70% of their employees are paid hourly, and the president of the company says the priority is to take care of their workers.
And, our factories run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? And so you want to help your hourlies as much as possible.
November 3rd, so all workers have a chance to cast their vote. Broome County has been accepted into the AARP network of age-friendly communities. The Office for Aging has been working hard for over 2 years on drafting up a community action plan that was approved by the AARP. Being an age-friendly community means making improvements and changes so that anyone can live comfortably in the community. Examples of improvements would be optimizing communication in the community to suit that both users and non-users of the internet, making sure park benches have back and armrests. One of the big things is adequate housing. Seniors and those with disabilities in the community find it difficult to find accessible houses within the old housing stock.
Community struggles with is adequate housing, and from our community needs assessment survey, we've heard that the seniors in the community and people that have disabilities are really looking for more accessible housing.
Into many parts of the community for improvements. By making these changes, the county will improve the overall quality of life for people of all ages. Halloween looked a little different here at home this year. To provide a fun and safe way to trick-or-treat, C&M Sweets in Owego had drive-through trick-or-treating. They said they wanted to do something fun and special for the community while still taking safety measures into consideration. And they say that after spreading the word on social media, people were signing up for slots. They say they've seen some kids in costume, others without. But as of noon today, they said they had around 50 people. The coolest costume so far today? They said a ninja. C&M Sweets Bakery says they wish everyone a happy Halloween. Some traditional plans have changed for Halloween, but one local resident was determined to provide a safe and fun trick-or-treating experience this year. Jessie Stafford and her family love to celebrate Halloween. She knew this year would be tricky, but she decided to get creative. She created a type of ramp that she can slide candy down for trick-or-treaters this year, a way to still celebrate while staying safe.
I just want the kids to have fun and adults too. And I mean, this year has been so weird and so hard. I just want everybody to have fun. Even if I only get a few people, it'll be worth it.
But now says she's excited to spend the holiday with her family and glad her son gets to participate in the fun. You can stop by the house on Bronwell Ave anytime tomorrow until 9 p.m. Binghamton Restaurant Week is back this coming week, but with a pandemic twist. Eat Bing has announced that they will be holding a takeout edition of the event. This comes after the traditional restaurant week in the spring was canceled due to the pandemic. Participating restaurants will offer fixed-priced 3-course meals with a portion of the profits going to 15 different charities. The event runs from Tuesday, November 3rd through Thursday, November 12th. You can find a full list of participating restaurants on WBNG.com. And that concludes our nightly news. Thank you for watching another edition of Broome Up Front. Until next time, I'm Venus Harris, and have a great night.